Hello my friends, welcome to my channel. This is a reading for the solar eclipse and the new moon in Aries, setting intention for fire energy and the wisdom of fire and what that can do in terms of destroying what no longer serves us, as well as giving you that energy to finish what you started. This new moon for me is about, we're seeing a lot of collapse of the systems, and astrologically there's a lot of different transits. We've got Venus, I'm doing this on Thursday, so we've got Venus retrograde in Pisces right now, we've got Mars in Cancer, we've got Uranus in Taurus, we've got Mercury retrograde. It's like all the planets are having a party in a few certain areas right now. And there's so much change. And I know as the time goes on, like looking into 2026, 2027, we're going to see a lot of the major outer planets move into from air and water, which is typically kind of a slower moving energy, to fire and air signs. And those planets moving into fire and air signs can create sort of chaos visually for us, and also feel like things are changing and happening so rapidly that it's going to be hard for our frequency to navigate. So as a spiritual being, as an energetic being living a human experience, I felt the need to do this reading today, as well as help you understand to ground your energy and understand you are safe, you are sovereign, and you are supported in all factors, okay? I'm actually doing a grounding technique workshop this weekend. At some point I'll do the offering for my YouTube community, but this time I'm doing it for my other community at the moment to help you understand how to ground yourself when things are changing so quickly. And sometimes you just need to clear things energetically before you start anew, because right now a lot of those old systems are kind of popping up. And even like I'm feeling heavily with Venus, I'm a Taurus sun and a Pisces midheaven and sixth house Libra. And seventh house Libra. What I'm feeling, this Venusian energy is really calling for me to tell you that it's a time for you to really look at what your heart desires and what your heart needs. So this is a general reading for all sun, moon, rising signs. This reading to me is not about the sign that you are in, it's about the energy at hand. I also feel a strong connection to start teaching and talking about the elements and how I work with elemental magic. I think that we all have the capability to produce and attract, kind of law of attraction wise and energetically, what we desire and what feels good for us and what's meant for us. And I think working and teaching the elements is something that I'm looking at for the future. As far as coaching too, if you're looking to shift in your business as your, I call it an intuitive advisor, if you will, or an elemental advisor. It's more than just burning a candle, writing and burning what you know. There's other aspects to it that your higher self is trying to connect with you. And sometimes we need to clear those blockages through different light bodies. We can ground our earthly body, but sometimes you need to ground your light body so that you can connect better with your higher self. So that being said, let's look at some, I just shuffled those. I'm feeling a call to look at gateway of light activation. So let's look at activation of light. And I'm also going to pull from the Starseed Oracle. Hope you're having a good spring. Spring is my favorite for sure. Okay. Pulling first, Hathor Light Codes. I pull this card. I've pulled this card probably a million times, I feel like, and it doesn't matter how much I shuffle. She keeps calling to me. I'm actually reading, and I keep reminding myself I need to get back to it. I'm reading the Hathor, the Magdalene Codes, and I'm reading the Hathor language, I think it is. I'll get back to you on that. But this is about light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. To me, this is very, very grounded in, you know, again, doing what your heart desires, what feels good, what is safe for you, what feels aligned for you. I feel like a lot of our systems are breaking down, you know, and I think medicine's going to change in the next year, you know, and all forms of medicine, you know, teeth, eyes, brain. I think there's going to be certain brain systems that we're going to uncode and reveal. I'll read what this says because I think this is an important message. I love the Hathor energy. It's playful, it's fun. It's the gateway to the figurehead of the intergalactic race being called the Hathors. There's a good chance that the ancient Egyptians were in touch with this divine race, as evidenced by the many Hathor pillars in the temple of Diandra. The Hathors appear as an elongated pillar of infinite light, illustrating their capacity to bridge heaven and earth. Their divine mission is to activate light upon the earth, interlinked with both the energy of the sun and Venus. Remember when I was talking about Venusian energy? So it's important for you to not only activate your earthly body, but to open and extend to your light body. And so I will look at coming up with integration for you. Maybe it might be light language, it might be mathematical codes sent to you, it might be drawings sent to you, but I'll be talking more about that as time goes on, because I know it's part of what I'm supposed to be here doing. As I look in the Starseed Oracle, forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. I love how it looks like the emerald forest here. So sometimes there are new modalities that need to be discovered and discussed. I think a lot of what myself and like even other tarot readers do on these channels, it is a science that has yet to be able to be measured and calibrated and delivered. And I think we're at a point now where we'll be able to start doing that more. I think it's part of the whole alien discovery. I think the Egyptian pyramids and how there's they're showing now that they think there's stuff underneath there. I think that is very much part of what we're experiencing right now. I think there's a lot of discovery of what history once was is not really what it was, and that we're getting a difference. I can feel the heat rising right now. So I know I'm passing a lot of energy, and I'm either taking a lot of energy from you and grounding it, because I feel like there's been so much change. People are really searching for answers. I'm here to always support. I never want to cause fear or because I don't think there's anything to fear. I think most of the time, sometimes you just got to let things go as they come, right? And you got to flow through them. So moving on to the next, I'm going to go ahead and pull a few tarot cards. Again, this is a general reading for this new moon, what you might experience during the shifts. Thank you. That's the World card. I'm going to just do a Celtic cross. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. I feel like there's just so many thoughts and controversies flying around right now. And I think it's time for you to unplug. It's time for you to unplug from the media. It's time for you to unplug from YouTube and TikTok and Reels and Shorts and Instagram and your Facebook groups and all of that stuff. I feel like it's time for you to unplug from that and plug into your family, your friend circles, your work families. And I say work family loosely because I know there are times where you just need to punch in, make your money and come home. There's nothing wrong with not viewing that as a family. Sometimes I feel like employers use that as like a control kind of thing. So be careful with that. So what's crossing? So you start off with the World card. So to me, this is like a let go and let God. These are all things coming your way, and this is all just freedom, okay? This is the end of a cycle. This is the end of what's been, weighing heavy. You can see she's almost detached from her physical body in this sense that she's got a foot in the sand. She's in the sun. The wind has blown. It's almost like a symbol of gratitude. There's pineapples in the background here on her beach, which always is fertility, that something new is happening. Her cat's there laying, and the cat is integrating and cleaning the energy around her. The cat is meant to basically protect her from the karmic past. So we're going to be feeling these like karmic things coming back up. Well, maybe I didn't do this the right way, or say this the right way, or maybe I should have handled it differently. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's such a small blip in the past. You were meant to bump along here until you get to this point. What's crossing you is judgment. Yeah, it's your thoughts and fears from the past coming back, and radiating and making you feel like you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you can't do this for you. Aries season is about the warrior and fighting for yourself, okay? It's fighting for your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. You've got a bear behind you just ready to, protect you from, whatever's coming into play. There's a transformation here. As you can see, the cat has the little butterfly, and it's about honoring and dancing through that transformation. And I feel like there's just so much resistance. I'm feeling like this pull, this resistance that you can't seem to navigate. And so very, very important that you honor the fear that you have of change, but keep going, okay? At the root is you're going to have a new opportunity and a new way to build. I feel like this is almost hold on. There's something about a page here. Give me just a second. You have a special mission, okay? You specifically, starseeds, Lyran, Venusian, Syrian, Arcturian, Palladian, you have a specific mission. Earthlings, you have a special mission. And it is important for you to use that substance that you have, that sense of stability, to build upon that mission. Even though it does not make any sense right now, it will make sense. It will come back around and make sense to you. What's going on above is the release, the Five of Cups. You're releasing, and really your higher self is saying, let it go, let it go. There's plenty to celebrate, because every time you empty these, you can fill them back up with what's in your heart and what your heart desires. There's a matter of letting go and then basically filling up and reminding yourself of what you want. And the first step in that, and I've got a whole series on this too. I'm so excited to be back and creating. My website now is the Quantum Magdalene, and right now I only have one offering, but I'm really excited to bring you more and more things and building a community. there is a step of, you have to start with your boundaries. If you don't know what you want, you have to start with your boundaries and what you will not take, right? So this is about letting go of the things that no longer serve you and knowing exactly what you don't want, okay? Honoring that, letting that go and say, I release that, cut the cord, let it go, because you've got new things ready. There's some things that you've already built on back here, these cups that are upright. There's some that you've built on back there that makes you, excuse me. I'm clearing my throat too right now. There's things that I don't want to say that I'm trying not to say that I should just say. Throat chakra has always been hard for me. So honoring and valuing the things that maybe don't matter to other people, but they matter to you. And so that's very, very important. In the past, you've been hit with the Hermit. I almost feel like there's been times when you've sought spiritual counsel, but you haven't gotten anywhere. Like there's been no light at the end of tunnel for you. There's something here about, there are times to pray and there's times to meditate. And I feel like you do a lot of time praying and asking and asking and asking, but you don't receive. So you're not, you know, spending the time in the quiet, in the void, in the woods, really valuing the void when nothing is happening, and understanding that the wisdom comes to you. There's an owl up here. The wisdom comes to you in the void of quiet. And it'll come to you when you least expect it. It could be in your car, through a song. A lot of synchronicities happening right now. I don't know if you see a lot of numbers. The number 3 is very significant for me. The number 8 is very significant to me. The clocks, 333, 444, 1234, 1111, 1111. All of those are very significant. 1212. All of those things are just reminders that they're trying to contact you. They're trying to connect with you and help you meander this change, but you're spending so much time asking that you're not listening. In the future, 10 of Cups, yes. All your hopes and dreams. It's okay, you're gonna get what is going to be the best and most fulfilling life for you. You are going to receive it, but you have to put yourself, your physical body and your light body and every cell in your body, you have to set it to receive. That means experiencing pleasure, the true pleasures of life, experiencing joy, experiencing play. Hathor energy to me is about play. And I love that I've only seen The Wizard of Oz, but I love the joy and the mystere that comes with that. And like, remembering seeing the Emerald City and the feeling of hope that it is. And it's like, we're going to do this. Okay. So put your eye on your prize. Okay. And put down what you will not accept to get there. And that is your Emerald City, if that makes sense to you. Let's look at the energy around you. 9 of Cups. It's really asking you to meditate on those wishes and what you really want. And think about it big scale. Like, I want, maybe it's something material that you want. I want, a car. And so you're like, I want, I'm so bad at this with cars. Like, I really could care less about a car, but I know it makes a lot of sense to other people. Let's say you want, let's say money. You want a certain amount of money so that you can travel, you can leave a legacy for your kids, and you have to understand that comes to you in any form. Otherwise, you will cut it off. So whether it's your own making, a gift, an inheritance, there's so many miracles that can happen that can bring that to you without your sense of work, if that makes sense. So really get, what you want in order and what you are willing to accept and not accept to get to what it is that you want. The energy around you right now is the Seven of Cups. To me, the Seven of Cups represent, I don't know what I want anymore. So I do have a feeling and a sense of breaking down of relationships, cutting down of contracts. There's a lot of social contracts that we're having to deconstruct. I've worked with different light workers. I've been talking with one of my girlfriends who has a channel on here, and she is excellent at breaking down, bringing, opening the Akashic records and bringing that part of you down that you just don't want to deal with anymore. You're done serving that. Like, I'm done doing that lesson and breaking that contract for you. So that's something you need to consider too. Are you ready to break the contract of poverty? Are you ready to break the contract of a vile opinion of abundance? I think there's two types of people in this world. There's people who value money and understand the power and the amazingness of it and what it can do. And then there's people who are in the hoard mentality and feel like they have to have more of it and they have to get it by taking from other people. And that's not true. I feel like there's enough for everyone to go around. And I feel like there's enough. It's not socialism. It's just, there's plenty. You just have to entertain the frequency of it. Message to you is, this is your message. This is your message. Again, you are experiencing hits all the time that things are okay. So stop watching the tarot readers all the time. Stop, after you get something that's like, yes, that's true, stop watching for a week and see what happens. Live in the void. Live in the void of, okay, I know now. They have sent me multiple synchronicities. They've shown me multiple numbers. They've shown me multiple codes. I've seen pictures. I've seen my spirit animal that I like. Quit digging in. Again, it's almost like you're asking, but you're not listening. And they're trying to tell you this is how to get there. This is the code. So the outcome for the next 2 weeks in this new moon is you become the high priestess of your life, okay? This is Aries, as in Aries season, as in it is time. And I feel like most of this is for your feminine side, okay, of our earthly beings. This is your high priestess moment. This is your physical, you can manifest things from the ethereal side into your physical realm. This is showing us that we can work with different aspects and different timelines to shift as Earth has ascended it to a different timeline now, and a different frequency. We can work with that frequency to continue to get what we want in this lifetime. So this was a wonderful reading. I hope it connects with you. I will draw one final card. Is it a lesson card or is it an Angels, God, and Goddesses card? It's an Angels, Gods, and Goddesses card. One final card to seal this message for my friends. Thank you so much for helping me transmit this message. Okay. So we got two, the Angel of Families and the Goddess of Beauty. The angels surround both you and your family at this moment. So again, you are divinely supported by those of the past, maybe family members that have passed on to the next timeline, and even people that you've never met. You are supported. You have a divine crystalline structure that they follow and that want to support. And the Goddess of Beauty, you are a wondrous being of light. There is nothing to change or fix. This is about really coming into your own and understanding that you are unique, you are powerful, you are meant to shine. And that doesn't mean you're an extrovert and you're like, Lady Gaga on the stage. you are meant to shine within yourself. You are meant to shine and feel inspired and empowered and like the high priestess and the goddess that you are. It is important for you to hold that frequency every minute of the day and ground it into the earth to make sure that it continues to flow through you. If you hold this frequency and don't ground in, you get overwhelmed. You have to like check out and like sit in a hot tub and sweat for a little bit. So it's important to allow this frequency to pass through instead of holding it and keeping it going, because your body needs, a physical body and your light body needs a rest from time to time. So thank you so much for watching. I look forward to creating, individual readings, probably for different elements. I'm not sure how much I'm going to focus on signs, but we'll see as that comes. I hope you have a wonderful next couple of weeks, and I'll talk to you soon. Namaste.